Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about how I manifested this person that I perceived he is a quote-unquote narcissist back into my life. This was quite a few years back. I'd like to talk about this manifestation seemingly that just came out of thin air, to show you mainly that what is possible in manifesting world, right? So I had been chasing this guy for a good 4 months back then. And I would think about him, I would think what I did, what I said was totally wrong. I would apologize profusely. And this was toward the very end of that year. And I was in shower, the phone got steamed with water. It just didn't work at all. So I woke up in the morning. It was the first day of the next year. I felt this urgency that I had to get this phone fixed because regardless this guy didn't reach out for almost 4 months, I still felt I had to get it fixed, because just in case he would reach out, then my phone needed to work. So long story short, but not really, I went to the phone fixing place, right? And right after I got out of the station, I was wearing a jacket that was one shoulder off. So at that point I just felt, oh, what if this guy was with me right here in the now? Then he would feel a certain way about me wearing one shoulder off jacket. So I'd better get this up. I actually talked about this story I believe about a year ago on this channel, and because this manifestation just came out of thin air, so that's why I wanted to bring it up again once again. So he I literally met him that day, met him right after 30 seconds to be precise. So I got my jacket one shoulder up, and there was you can call it a voice, you can call it intuition, whatever you want to call it. That was what happened back then. I call it the voice, quote unquote, in my head is look up and start counting 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth card would be his card. So in my head, immediately the ego kicks in, the mind kicks in, be like, I would be damned if that's true. But you know, whenever your psyche or just your state was pushed to that edge, you want to check it out if that was true or not. So I looked up, I started counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Lo and behold, that was his car. The guy just came out of thin air. He was in the car and he was looking my way, and he's quite tall, he's dark, he's very dark. So it was around 10, maybe some minutes past 10 o'clock in the morning. He looked my way, I looked his way, and I could not believe what I saw. And he stopped and he invited me, rolled the window down and invited me in. We ended up having lunch together. Mind you, this guy was, you can call it a mistake, but there is no mistake in life. But at that time I just felt there was no any other way but to manifest him. So I manifested him, and fast forward a few years later, about 2-3 years later, he came back to me. So things didn't work out back then, right? Even we met, even we talked things out, kinda, but things just never worked out. And later on, he came back to me. He offered all the things I want to hear, moving together, start a future. I just never wanted to have anything to do with him at all. Not because he was labeled by me as a narcissist. No, it was deep lessons I had to go through, and I'm so glad at this point that he actually was in the position, was put on the spot for me to learn all the lessons I learned. So the manifestation just came out of nowhere seemingly, right? But that's how I want to now analyze a little bit exactly what happened back then, right? Because I put myself in a state of, oh, what if he was with me right now and he would feel a certain way about the way I wear my jacket? At that moment was me preparing myself very briefly, totally seconds, within literally seconds, I transported myself into the version of me that would actually have him in my life. You see, that is how the state was switched from a person that was longing for his presence, was yearning for whatever presence he would, just his presence, just for him to show up in front of me. So that's exactly what happened. He showed up in front of me. And that is, you can call it a miracle, but that's literally how manifestation works. Regardless, he was completely the catalyst, one of the biggest catalysts in manifesting a specific person altogether. But that's the experience, that's the manifestation. I definitely would label that manifestation as instant manifestation. That's why I completely, in my world, instant manifestation absolutely exists. So I thought it would be wonderful to bring this instant manifestation story up for you to just maybe be inspired in a way that just give you this content that what is actually possible in manifesting world. And mind you, this does not mean your specific person is your divine selection. That, like I mentioned in multiple videos, no, this person could absolutely not be the love of your life, or he or she might be the love of your life, but you wouldn't actually know all that well or soon in that sense. So yes, I thought I'd share this story with you. Enjoy, have fun with it, and dwell in the possibilities that everything is absolutely possible. Manifestation is real. So yeah.